Good morning, everyone. I'm Gaurav from InCred Equities. Nifty witnessed a small follow-up post the strong momentum that we witnessed day before. Not so much supported by Bank Nifty in the last couple of trading sessions. Even yesterday, some of the stocks were doing well, but there was no cheering up coming in from major pockets of the markets. So what basically this means is that while the oversold zone on hourly charts is ensuring that we sustain the bounce at high levels, the buying is still missing. And once that comes, we may see more upside sort of coming in. As I said earlier, there are multiple challenges for Nifty ahead. There are multiple resistances ahead. On top of that, you have a global scenario where either there's war one day or the other, there are tariffs, there are other factors. So these are typical pain points for the range movement that we have been seeing in the Nifty. There's some amount of laxity that we are seeing in the US markets as well. Of course, they have been all outperformers all throughout. Nevertheless, we are seeing some fading of the momentum. I'm not saying they're getting weaker, but some fading of the momentum is clearly seen over there. This time correction that has seeped in. Interesting news was Trump levying 25% tax plus penalty on Indian goods. I'm not the right person to judge how that is going to impact. What I can say is, overall, if you see, we have taken this tariff threats, these tariff announcements uh, quite positively. When I say positively, it doesn't mean that the margins will not get hit or the revenues will not get hit. What I meant was at the end of the day, the markets have not shown any kind of bad incidents where markets have seen 1,000, 2,000 point correction happening, barring one day where we witnessed a fall. We have seen a very strong bounce back sort of coming back again to the markets. So gift nifty is indeed showing 152 points cut. So in all likelihood, we'll open on a negative note, gap down note. Let us see if we sustain 24,500. Things might not turn bad. We may again see a bounce back, and even that would mean that Nifty is still in the range. So let us see how Nifty opens. Overall, the selling by FIs have reduced. The pressure has been reduced. That's a positive sign. Another challenging factor would be dollar index, which I mentioned in the report weekly bulletin as well. That it's forming a base and it's bouncing very strongly. 100 is going to be a key level to watch out for. A weekly close or a couple of week close above 100 can push it towards 105. That in turn can impact equity. So apart from that, I don't see any challenges as such. Crude, of course, is moving in line with expectations. I've been saying that the worst seems to be over for crude. Whether it will give a bounce breakouts, the falling channel breakout will be at high levels around 76, $77. It's still way below that. Let us not anticipate chance of that happening. But overall, the 11 account suggests a very strong upside sort of coming in. So now these factors will start influencing the markets. US Fed kept the rates unchanged. These were again in line with expectations. US markets closed flat. And as I said earlier, gift nifty is point towards a gap down opening. Let us see how deep that is and if there's a follow through happening throughout the day. That will from my side. Thank you.
Investments in securities market are a subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.